Killing machine.
Lying here. This is how everything ends. No more for these kings of men. This is how.
So thank you for joining us again on another Crazy Killing Machine RPG series video. We are now on episode 4, I think. It's been a while
Yep.
since we've done one, but yeah, now on episode 4. So again, this is the last time I'll probably say it, but if you've not seen anything of the previous 3 episodes, stop now and go back and watch the first episode and through to this one, because it'll make no sense to you what we're going to go through, and it'll give you a bit of a feel of how chaotic and ridiculously useless we are at this game. And also, we're not going to go through any of the characters at this point, so if you want to learn more about the characters before you jump into this with us, stop again. There's a separate character creation video for each one of the 5 characters involved. But other than that, I've said that enough times now, so I think I'll stop saying that at the start of these videos, and I'll just pass over to Steve. So, Steve, off you go.
Okay, great. So yeah, obviously at the end of last episode, you guys were miraculously saved by the Skyborn, which is looking like one of the new houses coming out. They've arrived above the tavern that you guys foolishly locked yourselves up in, and have been dropping bombs around the building. And this is probably going to be your only chance to escape this, with the entire Sanctum army coming to attack you. So let's see if you guys make the smart decision or not this time.
What do you mean? What the smart decision? We could take the whole Sanctum army.
Yeah, this could be the shortest episode. So, you take a peek outside and see that the area around the tavern is being cleared. A rope drops from the wooden ship above you, and you hear a shout. "Quick, hurry, we must go before they regroup." Do you get onto the boat?
I run straight onto the boat.
Yeah.
I am gone. Almost like I didn't want to be in this tavern in the first place. I'm gone.
So you're climbing up a rope onto a flying ship.
I just
Okay.
jumped into someone's pocket.
So you each climb up into the ship. As each of you reach the top of the rope, there are people stood helping you pull you aboard. You all climb up onto the deck, and around you are stood a crew of saurians and giants. Stood at the front is the one you presume is the captain, judging by her absurd-looking tricorn hat. A saurian woman with an impressive physique, a patch covering her left eye. She smiles with her big dinosaur teeth. Welcome aboard the Red Herring. Now, grab hold of something. We're out of here. Unless you guys want to go back and grab any belongings. And she bursts out laughing. Around you, various different crew members jump to position and drop the sails. The ship then rises into the air, getting higher and higher by some unknown force. It's obviously not being propelled by the wind. At this point, anyone with knowledge in culture can perform a hard difficulty check.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's on.
So you need to actually have that skill.
Yeah, let me check. I
Okay,
think I have
yeah.
it, but
I have it also.
So hard
knowledge,
difficulty is 3 dice. It
on,
needs to be
knowledge on culture.
Yes.
Okay, so no, I have an amber.
I've got culture. Yep, knowledge and culture.
So
Okay,
it's
so it's-
three purple dice, yeah?
It's 3 purple dice.
Okay.
So that's Peblesaurus, Hyan, and Tawanus, yeah?
Yeah.
Ooh, interesting.
Oh well.
Okay. So Hyan and Peblesaurus failed it. However, Taunus, you got a triumph. So you failed overall, but your triumph is pretty much going to succeed through that, and it's also going to give you a little bit more information as well. So you recognize that this ship is a ship likely belonging to a faction of the Skyborn called the Halyards. Legend has it that long ago, a bizarre ship made out of carved tree trunks and billowing cloth landed atop a mountain. The crew of the ship came into contact with an airship under attack by huge winged lizards, the mighty amber drakes, a deadly threat to those who travel through the air. The crew helped drive off the beasts, and in return, the crew of the airship offered to repair the wooden craft with proper anti-grav technologies. Millennia later, what is now known as Halyards has hundreds of... What is now known as Halyards, they now have hundreds of similar vessels plying the winds. Like the ships, they still maintain many of their archaic customs in remembrance of the original vessel. So that's what you guys, what you're going to know about the Halyards, Taurus, and that this obviously looks like one of their ships. However, due to your triumph, you spot some oddities around it, such as some of the shipmen aren't actually doing anything with the sails. They're literally just stood next to them, pretending that they're using those things, which looks a bit suspicious to you. So as the ship ascends, the air around you cools until eventually it's cold enough that you all begin to shiver. Taurus, as you get colder, you're overcome with a sense of recognition. For some reason, you feel a lot more comfortable at these temperatures than you'd have expected. Now that you're far enough from the battle, the captain lights a fire in the center of the deck and beckons you over. And we have a new map.
Hey, look at this.
Wow.
If it renders, there, look at that.
The glass desert.
That's the glass desert, and that fire is the mess that you made.
that
of
us?
the sanctuary. And there's your ship that you are now all aboard, flying up high into the sky and away. So, the captain lights a fire in the center of the deck and beckons you all over. She looks down at Corey and holds out her hand. Corey passes over the strange rock that had been used to summon them. I don't know where you got this, little one, but clearly someone owed you a great boon. Consider the debt paid. She turns to the rest of you. My name is Vasa, Vasa Corvus. Welcome aboard my ship. Now, we have a long way before we are back to civilization, and we have somewhere to be, but we can drop you off on the way. First, though, I want to hear your stories. Tell me, what transpired that you all found yourself being attacked by an Archon's army? Ooh, let me guess. You're thieves with a hoard of amber that the Archons need to build a key. At this stage, you all get 50 experience. Ding, 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 ding.
XP.
And I'll let you all spend that, obviously, after this session, and you'll have those ready for the next one. So Vasa turns to you all and asks for each of your stories. Who would like to begin?
So, just by his very nature, Hyan's cagey. Hyan's not giving anything up just yet.
I gonna just look at her really intense. So I say, "Hey, you remind me of Siri.
Who is Siri?
Just a lady down there, where everything is burning. That really, was really lovely. I gonna miss her so much."
So Hyan looks at. I just look at the goblin and say, "How does she remind you of Siri? She's a bloody dinosaur."
Yeah, wasn't Siri a dinosaur?
Dinosaurs. Yeah, Siri was a human bleeding knight. She was shout. Oh, remember the shouty picture?
Yeah, they look like all the same to me.
Oh, whoa,
Whoa.
Hyan
Everyone
walks
is
away
not a
from that.
goblin. Everyone is not a goblin. Look the same to me. So my story is, basically I'm in search of great power, and that's all you need to know.
And you thought you'd find that in the Great Glass Desert? Literally with nothing around?
Well, you know how things go sideways sometimes, where you're looking for something, and then you get into big discussion with people that you shouldn't have big discussion with, and then you get captured.
Ah, you got captured, so you didn't choose the army to join the army by choice?
Well, it was a forced choice.
Ah, okay. So, what about the rest of you?
Yeah, I'm happy to spill the beans. So, as I'm sure you're aware, there's a Martian outpost not too far from here. I, as a new, like a new recruit, joined a ship or a team on a ship as their engineer. We were kind of doing like a routine scout mission, and that's when we got hit by a massive rock out of nowhere, and as we were going down, we were able to see that there was a group of giants, a group of Brobnar giants that they started flinging rocks at us. As they do, yeah. There was also like a little goblin on a cannon, and there was a bunch of other guys as well. It was a big group of goblins. Not of what are the goblins and giants exactly. Yep. So it wasn't something that we'd be able to take on our own. But at this point, we were already going down.
Was the goblin green?
Maybe.
Must have been my brother Luigi.
Wait, does that mean you're red? Is your skin red then? Is that canon?
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm red.
So you're a bright red little goblin that sounds like
with a big thick mustache.
Nice.
Yeah, I lost my head.
Yeah. So as we were spinning out, Luigi started shooting at us, and yeah, we crash landed. Our pilot immediately just got like insta killed, and I just kind of passed out. I was in the engine room, which is kind of very sealed off. So for the most part, I didn't die from the impact, as you can see, obviously. But like, yeah, I took a big hit to the head, knocked out. As I was coming to, there was a huge battle. Not a huge battle. It was like two Martians desperately fending for their life against a horde of giants, which obviously wasn't going well. I watched one by one as each of my teammates got just massacred by these giants, and quite, I won't explain where I was going, but basically I was running away like a little coward. When the goblin on the little cannon thing took a shot, went straight into the engine room and blew the ship up. I was far enough away to not be insta killed by the blast, but it knocked me to my feet, kind of crippled me, and left me with burns up my kind of shoulder and neck. At which point I was found and kind of patched up by some Sanctum Knights, and as soon as I was able to stand, immediately chucked in the back of a carriage and shipped to the campsite.
Oh, so Vasa looks at you and is like, "Oh, talkative fella, you aren't you, eh?" So, what about you, Mr. Giant?
Oh well, I am looking for someone for my clan, and I was asking these people if they know where to go, and they said I shall follow them, and I did, and then I was a prisoner apparently, and now I'm here. That's all I know.
I think you'll fit in perfectly with our crew.
Oh, that sounds great. Maybe you know where my people are.
I'm sure we can help you find them. We got a bit of an advantageous position up here. So what about you, little pebble?
I'm on a quest to find a witch that's been said to be able to grow legs. And I fell asleep and on the way. Next thing I know, I'm getting thrown at a Martian spaceship.
Does a pebble when he sleeps? Does a pebble roll?
So you're the one that's killed all my crew members.
So Vasa is literally wetting herself laughing. She loves you. She loves you all. She thinks you obviously guys are going to provide the entertainment that they need on this long voyage that they're on. She looks at you high and a little bit suspiciously because you've stayed quiet. So she then, after listening to all your stories, she's like, that was lovely to hear from you all. I'm glad you've all found your way to us. We can talk more in the morning, but you must all be very tired. You can all find beds below deck. Please feel free to sleep, and tomorrow we can talk more. And now we're going to move on to your boat.
It's a nice boat.
That's
It's a nice boat.
it's a really pain in the ass size boat. you could have put it landscape.
It's almost like you guys could communicate about this beforehand. So
No, no.
Yeah, it looks like.
I'm not letting Carl see what's coming before it comes.
I'm not allowed to see it. Yeah, that's the thing. But it's
So, yeah.
it's a pain in the ass for the video.
So here's the so this is the deck of the boat, and then you've got obviously these little spears on them. The little fire in the middle is where you all currently sat. There's obviously a crew all running around you, various different dinosaurs and giants. So it's all quite big crew members on this boat. It's just big dinosaurs and big giants. Nothing else. There is a big crow's nest in the middle with like a bird-like dinosaur up in the top of it, and he's obviously like a bit of a lookout. There's like a massive giant who is walking around with a big pot, which looks like he must be making dinner. And then you've got a small giant who is washing and scrubbing the decks. Down the bottom here,
A small giant is interesting.
mm,
Choice of words.
a mini, like a small for a giant. Down here is like the way below deck. So you would come down the steps and then through into here.
Oh, okay.
Okay, and away you go. Welcome to the Red Herring.
Okay.
Cool.
So,
I'm tempted to immediately just go to sleep.
It's the
Just be like-
safest way.
It's been like last time we should have just went to bed and it went so tits up, so easy, so quickly. But this time I'm just like, nah.
Is there anybody on the deck
So-
that doesn't look super high ranking or superficial, like a normal Joe?
Yeah, so you've got the guy scrubbing the decks. He's
Yeah.
he's
Yeah, I'm gonna-
obviously the one that's getting
Yeah,
like
I'm
the
gonna
worst.
sort of I'm gonna sort of wander over to him and just start a very casual conversation with the guy scrubbing the deck.
Okay.
And the first thing I'm going to do is ask him his name, so just to keep Steve
quick,
happy.
quick name. The guy turns to you and he's like, "Oh, why are you talking to me? No one ever cares about me, but my name's Cornan."
Conan. Well, maybe that's the reason we fancy talking to you, because I've come to we're really new to the ship, obviously, and we're really grateful that everybody's just saved our life. But we want a really I personally want a really honest view from somebody that's going to tell us the truth. And I think if we speak to somebody like NASA or any of her cronies, she's going to give us a really blinkered view. So
You mean Vasa?
yeah, yeah, nope, she's NASA. So my first question is, what sort of person is Vasa? What have we got to do to get on her good side?
She is a legend among the Skyborn. She has been on many quests and made many people very rich. She's famous because of her family name. She is part of a long line of Corvuses who have always made a big, massive impact on the world. And obviously she is now trying to make her own stamp on the world as well. So we're all honoured to be following her. So what I'd suggest is, if you want to be on her good side, make yourself useful.
And is there anyone on the ship that we've got to stay away from?
The cook. She is the worst cook. And then he looks around and he's a bit like nervous that she might have overheard. And he's like, just be careful of the food.
What, as in the food's really bad or it's full of poison?
Shh.
Which side? Which side?
It's not intentionally poison. But she's very proud, so just be careful.
So I'm assuming I've gone over to him on my own.
no, I want to also go. So
I
I'm
didn't follow.
standing beside you.
Who didn't follow? So
I actually gonna jump out from behind you because, of course, and I say, "Hey, and what are you doing on this ship, Conan?"
He like looks at the mop in his hand. He's like, sweeping the decks.
Yeah, no, what's your story?
I volunteered for this quest that Vasa is on. And,
You volunteered to clean the deck.
I mean, I was kind of hoping for a better role, but I do what I can. As long as I'm here, people remember Cornan, the man that swept the decks.
Ollie, where are you? Are you with those guys, or are you chilling with me?
I did follow you.
Okay, can I walk up to Ollie and pick him up?
Ollie, do you want to be picked up?
Do I have a choice in this?
I
mean, you're both rolling for initiative, if not.
I know. already on at this point. I think I've got a good chance against Ollie, but he did take down my ship, so maybe not. I want to take you to talk to the. Okay, I'll walk up to Ollie and be like, "Hey, we should go talk to that bird guy up in the nest. Can you come with me? As you know, I heard you're cool with the Dino Boys.
Yeah, just throw me up.
Well, no, I also am gonna go up there.
Is he cool with the Dino Boys? I mean, he wiped most of them out.
By the way, guy, I think we should refrain to throw around these little stone we have with us. You know, just in case he fall off the ship.
So please don't throw him. Inaccurate.
So
Can I get something like tie him to a rope and I'll like tie him to my
What is a yo-yo?
yeah.
So as you're climbing the bird's nest, then I sort of walk away from the deckhand and walk up to Taunus and say, Taunus, we've after that fight, how hungry are you?
I'm always hungry.
So I've just been told by the guy scrubbing the deck that apparently the food on this ship is incredible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Let's check this out.
Should we go and find the canteen?
Yeah, let's go.
Knowing Taunus, he'll fucking love it.
He's gonna eat the shit. He's gonna eat the cook.
Cool. Does it? Do I need to do any checks to get up to the nest, or is it just pretty easy to climb?
You can do a easy agility check, so that's just one difficulty dice.
Just in case you fall from the stairs.
I mean, it's like rope rigging around the side. Yeah, you smash it. You're pretty agile, are you?
Yeah.
So yeah, you get up and you see like this, like a pteranodon kind of looking dinosaur, and he looks a bit surprised to see you up in his nest.
Cool. I'm gonna be like, sup. I'm also just gonna pull up Pebble.
Are you trying to speak with her or try to hit her?
I need a prop. Give me a second. Okay, so imagine this is Ollie. So I'm gonna be like, pull out of my pocket and be like, sup. I mean, so I'm just holding Ollie to my face at this point.
I also respond, sup.
Like, sup, yeah. And then I'm just like, hey, so like, I heard you guys are on a quest. Whereabouts are you heading?
So he looks at you and he just like starts laughing. He was like, "Aren't you too old for a pet rock?"
Pet rock.
I'm like, I'll be honest with you. You don't want to mess with this guy. You know, he's done some things.
I'm like wriggling in your fingers right now, like itching to like be throw down.
I mean,
I'm gonna see you from down. I'm gonna see you from down, playing with a stone like this, and I say, "Hey, pay attention to your Tamagotchi over there."
So he's like, "Yeah, okay. Yeah, he looks pretty sharp. So you do you, mate." Yeah. So we go where Vasa tells us. She has a plan. We follow her lead.
And can I ask, where has Vasa told you?
Well, looks like Roll20 shit the bed. Did Roll20 just shit the bed for everyone?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
I was like, what?
Right, okay. Thank God. I thought it was me for a second. I was like, wait,
Yeah.
did I do something?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was the same. It's the same for me. I took a sip of cider, and I'm like, oh, they kicked me out because.
Cool. Yeah. So as I was saying, like,
Well, Steve's not back yet.
What?
Can you see Steve?
yeah.
Oh, I can't see Steve. Ah.
So, Steve, you cannot hear Carl. Carl cannot see Steve.
Hang on then. I'll refresh myself. Hang on.
That cannot talk.
Yeah,
Yes,
I'm back.
exactly like that film.
Yep, I'm back. Can you hear me, Steve?
It's an old film. You might not know, actually.
Yeah, you are like twice my age, so.
What? Yeah.
What?
Was Steve gone? You there, Steve?
I can be. I'm your father.
Right, I can see Carl now. Carl, talk.
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Cool.
Oh, you've disappeared again. I can hear you, but I can't see you. Oh, I can't hear anyone.
No?
Fuck you, Roll20.
Then everyone rejoin.
Okay.
Okay.
Some of us loaded back in.
I'm
and some
back.
didn't.
I'm back.
Now I can see Carl. Hear Carl.
Yeah.
Hello.
Still cannot see Steve.
Oh, I can see Steve. No, Steve's gone again. Oh, it's like the fucking virtual okey dokey.
I say these guys are too young, but Carl, you remember that film where there are the two comics, one that cannot speak,
Yeah, no, I do know what you mean.
and the other one that can speak but not hear, and they are trying to communicate, and it's like all funny.
Mate, I know.
Yeah,
I
hear
look.
no evil, see no evil.
Yeah, hear no evil, see no evil. I know I'm old as fuck, but when you said these are too young, mate, I'm 32.
Oh, you're younger than me. No, you're 42.
Bastard. I'm 32.
Yeah, per leg.
Right.
But you look.
Are we good to go?
I can see
Can
it.
everyone see everyone now and hear everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
I don't hear René, but I think it's because
I'm
he
here.
doesn't
I'm
speak.
here.
Yeah.
There we are. Cool. So yeah, Finn, do you want to pick up back where you were?
Yeah, so I was just asking if they would be so kind to give us some information about where it is we're heading, what kind of quest we're on. Or assuming as a scout they might know where we're looking out for.
Cool. Could you roll a persuasion check for me, please?
See, this is why I brought the pebble, man.
It's fine. It's fine. If you don't, what?
You should get the pebble to talk then.
Yeah, I thought you might jump in there and be like, "Oh, hey,
I was about to.
Oh.
It's fine.
Well, as you know, I'm a very chatty alien, so you need to kind of cut me off otherwise.
Yeah, Ollie, tell him to shut the fuck up.
So am I doing a regular difficulty coercion check?
Yeah, so 2 difficulty dice.
This isn't going to go well.
It's fine. I'll come in as a muscle.
Oh, did I roll? Okay, yeah. So we'll go with the first one.
Cool. So obviously he doesn't tell you, but you can see from your advantages that he keeps flickering his eyes towards Vasa. So you can see he's a little bit like nervous to tell you because of her. Obviously looking down at her.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's not paid attention to me. I start screaming at him, saying I'm going to be the future emperor of the Saurian Republic.
No. Wait.
What?
We are doing a session of D&D. Can you please act you're screaming as a pebble?
Just don't call it D&D.
Right.
Yeah, well.
Let me move out the way. This is you, Ollie. Go for it.
Oh, Jesus Christ. This is gonna hurt my throat.
You don't have to scream. Just
Yeah,
no,
say
I
what you
know.
say.
I'm gonna try.
Act like if you are a little stone that are screaming.
Just imagine me like head here.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I don't know how to say. All right. I am the emperor of the future Saurian Republic, and I then gesture to Clicks will throw me
Yeah. We're
at
just
his face. At his face.
Are we really doing that? I mean, is that
No.
really what we're doing?
Okay, I'm immediately just like stuff you back in my pocket. I just like ragging you in my pocket.
Still talking. He still keep screaming
like-
inside.
He's muffled noises.
Right, that was the first time in 4 episodes that Ollie said something, and he's not allowed to say anything else for 4 more episodes. 'cause he's-
You guys thought I was bad.
So,
He's the psychopath.
I mean, to be fair, Papasaurus, I want you to do an intimidation check.
Alright, cool.
I think that's one, right?
This is like a normal difficulty or what?
Is there intimidation?
No.
There's not an intimidation, is there?
Coercion
There is
Coercion.
or negotiation.
Yeah, do a,
negotiation.
yeah, do a coercion.
Coercion, negotiation.
Coercion.
Yeah, so
any
it's 2
difficulty?
difficulty.
2 difficulty. I'm pretty good at coercion. Hey, there we go.
Yep. So you got success. So he looks like he's looking a bit nervous because obviously he doesn't understand what the hell is going on. But there is a little pebble screaming in his face, and he's like, "Oh, I don't know where we're going. Our captain Vasa tells us where to go, but she's always staring at a map, and I think that's what's telling her which way we're going." And then he turns to you, Clixel, and says, "Why is he going on about the Saurians? Doesn't he know I'm part of the Skyborn?"
I mean, he's a dino, right?
I'll be like, he's a rock, mate. He's not that smart. Sorry about that. I thought, I thought we'd take him up here, see the nice views. He's a bit slow. So
Oh,
You
he's
question
still
me, but
he's still like muffling in my pocket.
what was Ali?
it was a success. I intimidated this
success.
man.
Yeah, you got more information out of him than he was willing to give you.
Cool. All right. Yeah, I'll just climb down and join the other guys then.
Looks like we got a new item to steal.
Yeah.
So I'm still on the deck. Just to recap, I'm still on the deck. The 2 crazy guys are up on the
coming down.
nest.
Yeah, we're coming down though.
You're coming down,
I mean,
and
you'll be doing a agility
Hyan,
check if you die.
Well, I'm not jumping down. I'm just
and Hyan and Tornus instead they are towards the kitchen inside.
Well, yeah, it's like there's like some tables set out, and they put the food out on there, so it's on the main deck.
Oh, it's on the top, so I can still see them.
Yep.
Okay.
None of you have gone to below deck yet. Once you go below deck, the screen will probably change.
So did you
Yeah,
say,
that was-
Vasa was still on the top deck?
Yep.
Yeah. I think if we're still on the top deck,
I'm going to
Well,
speak with Vasa. Yeah.
So,
So-
what's this? You're going over to
I
Vasa?
approach her and I'm like, sorry, hello, hi, Vasa.
Yeah, she turns around and pats you on the head.
Just out of curiosity, where are we going?
We're going north. That's all you need to know. Obviously, everything's north from the Great Glass Desert, so you'll definitely get to somewhere that you need to be going.
Yeah, I don't care where we are going, like north, south. I'm more interested on the exact location. Is there something interesting? I'm looking for artifacts and stuff that can be useful for me.
Do a social check of your choice. So it'll depend how you're going to do it. So is it going to be like negotiation, or is it going to
Coercion.
be okay?
Coercion.
Do a coercion then.
do a bit of charming.
Straight.
Yeah.
Charming. Straight charming. Big dinosaur babe.
Use that Italian charm.
Yeah. I can be of use. I'm a plumber, I wanted to say, but that would have been too much.
Oh God, you've succeeded.
Wait.
Wait,
Why?
how many
Why
great dice are
are
you
all,
rolling?
yeah, why are all my
Seems a
extra
little,
2 dice? Because I have the 2 default dices. Okay, let me reroll. But still, I have 4 coercion, so yeah.
I still get 3 successes.
Yeah.
So she tells you How much does she tell you?
I mean, it's 3
I-
successes.
3
There's three
successes.
successes, so that's a
she
lot of
got-
chance to tell you.
She's gonna tell me even, what's her, if she's single or in a relationship.
So she looks at you and she's like, "Well, I thought you guys had gone to bed by now. We were going to actually talk through this in the morning, just to see if you guys wanted to come along. But you see, I'm a bit of a like a treasure hunter.
Yeah, like that.
And I think I'm finally going to get my biggest score. I have been sent a treasure map, and I am currently following this map to try and find a hoard of amber.
Wow. Do you know the old story of the Goonies? Something similar like this.
You're definitely sloth.
Hey, you guys.
Mama, you've been a bad.
I like actually. Sorry. I like actually the idea of treasure hunt. I'm on board. I mean, literally.
Wait, is anyone's career a Vault Hunter?
I'm looking.
Whereas Taunus is a Vault War.
Oh, no, is that Vault Warrior or Vault?
He's a Vault
I'm a
Warrior,
yes.
and I'm looking for like knowledge on power and amber. So I'm really interested on Vault Warrior and Vaults and Ambers. So
You're looking for the 6 Infinity Gem
Yep.
Shard Amber.
From the other side of the ship, you hear, "Baby roof." Yeah. Baby roof. No big Goonies fans. You just know the film. You're full of shit. Oh, I'm gonna bring up the Goonies, but not know any Goonies references.
I
Yeah,
was
well,
speaking.
you're
I was
lucky.
speaking with her, so I
No.
don't know how you get the reference.
I won't. It was just a total coincidence that
Okay.
I was talking to Taunus and he said something about a baby roof. I was like, "Baby roof."
So Vasa looks at you, Zar, and is like, "But we'll talk more tomorrow once you're all together, and I'll tell you more then."
Can I share with my fellowship?
You can tell them whatever you want. There's no secrets here on board.
Yeah,
You don't go
right.
telling people that you come across off the ship, but you're not going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, no secrets. Okay. Perfect. Thank you.
Bye.
So
Okay,
I
so
go
how-
towards and sit next to High America and Tornus that they are eating. I see the face of Tornus is stuffing food.
Well, we need to know. Taunus and Hyan, what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
So you've gone over to the cook, right?
I'm really interested in talking to this cook. To be fair.
I will not go to the cook, but instead I will sit on one of the tables, and I will lay my stuff that I have with me down on the bench and on the the chairs near me, and I will make it comfortable for me. So when the eating is served, I can start to eat.
Cool. So you see the cook, and it is a massive female muscular giant. She's obviously taken a lot of pride in her work, cooking away. And yeah, she stood there with a massive pot of what looks like pretty much gruel.
I mean, a giant that can cook, Tornus.
So yeah, she's just stood there cooking away. Are you guys going to order some food? Anyone want to speak to her? Hyan, you're looking like you're on the edge of your seat.
I think the first thing I'm going to do is sort of walk up to her, not say a word, sort of look at her, then look at Taunus, and then look at her again and sort of like raise my eyebrows. So let's see what she says.
So she just gets a ladle and picks up a load of gruel, and she like holds it out towards you. She doesn't say anything.
So I'm just gonna, So I think, because yeah. So I'll say to her. So excuse me for asking, but there's 5 of us that have just turned up on the ship, and we don't know much about what's going on. But after speaking to a couple of people, Apparently, you're somebody in the know that we need to speak to. I hope you don't mind me saying, but everybody on the ship seems to be someone or somebody totally different, almost like there's no uniform. And obviously, with you being a huge giant, I don't think there's too many other huge giants on the ship. So how have you come to be on here?
I good cook.
Oh,
I feed people.
for fuck's sake. Taunus, one for you, pal.
Language.
Yeah, I do something like this. Food.
It's self-service, but okay. And, she walks over and she puts a bowl down of gruel in front of you.
Okay, I start eating.
Okay, can you do a survival check for me, please?
Of course.
Survival check.
2 difficulty.
Just insta kills Taunus. That was it.
So, my dog is 1 week here, and he eats so much shit. I can't dive on this. Trust me. Survival. Let me check here. Okay. What's the difficulty?
2.
Okay.
Uh-oh. So, you need to take 2 strain, please.
Mm-hmm.
And the cook like leans down right in close to your face and is like, you like my cooking? And just bear in mind, like, because you got that 2 strain, that's going to come into effect. Yeah. So you need to do a deception check for me, please, if you're saying yes.
I say yes. Deception. Social, I guess, yes. 2 difficulty again?
Yep.
Oof.
Oh.
In the moment when I do something like this, I want to keep it in, but I can't, and I spill it all over her face.
She like slams a fist down on the table, and it literally cracks inwards in front of you, and she storms off. Looks like none of the rest of you are eating tonight, so.
I mean, not
By the sounds of it, I'm quite happy by that. Yeah.
So yeah, she's gone. Like she's probably not going to want to speak to any of you for a while.
Ian,
So I go and
Pissed
sit.
her off.
it's not the kitchen.
So I go and sit back down next to Taunus and say, "She's a bit of a looker, isn't she?" What do you?
I think he just struck out.
What do you think? Yeah. What do you think? Shall I put in a good word?
I don't know. I thought this is the kitchen, but I don't know what she is cooking here.
I think nobody knows. Anyway, guys, so I spoke with.
So me and Pebble-Saurus are with you guys now.
Yeah. I spoke with. I don't know her name. The girl with the triangle on her head.
NASA.
NASA Spaceforce.
Yeah, Vasa.
NASA Space Force.
And she said that we are going for a treasure hunt. She will give us more details tomorrow. She said that we should go sleep. But I want a drink.
Hyan's going to find where he's going to go and sleep. Yeah, I've had enough.
I'm sorry, little man, but I don't think I can drink anymore today.
Come on. You, little Martian.
I mean,
You just ran across an entire base.
Yeah,
running away from Titan.
we almost just died. I mean, that's pretty much basically every day of my life at this point.
So,
like I'm.
Here, little goblin, we just almost died in a tavern. I'm never drinking again.
Yeah, okay, you go sleep. And so,
can we see?
they're gonna go sleep.
Corey at this point.
So Goblin and the Pebble get pissed while you sleep.
So they go sleep, and I'm like, hey, okay, I gonna fall asleep here, and I'm sipping and falling asleep drunk, basically on the main deck.
So, Finn, what did you just say? Sorry.
I was saying, can we? Is Corey hanging out? Is he?
Actually,
gone
you guys to
something?
remember him? Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
He's in the galley area and he's just drinking.
Okay, cool. Well, I'm gonna go up to Corey and be like, "Hey, man, thanks for doing us a pretty good solid. Yeah, you I feel like you're part of the team now. Like part of the crew. I'm officially like accepting him into not being that like weird dweeby kid that follows us around.
So he looks at you and is like, you want to join my crew? You want to be part of my team?
No, Corey, you're joining us.
I mean, look around, boys. If it weren't for me, you guys would be dead.
I mean,
and he's pissed at this point. Just so you know, he's drinking.
I mean, you're not Skyborn, right? Like you just had a thing.
Well, he obviously said that there was a debt. There was a debt that's been paid, weren't there? So it's obviously something's gone on.
So I'm questioning Corey's like legitimacy here. What's going on? Where do you get this rock thing from?
As you're asking them, okay, so yeah, do a like a negotiation check or coercion, whatever where you want to do it.
I'm gonna do a coercion. Didn't work.
So he looks at you and he's like, so 332 years ago, me and my friend.
Alright, I'm just gonna slap him in the face. I'm gonna slap him. I'm just gonna give him a little slap in the face and be like, "Don't fuck with me, mate," and I'm gonna storm off.
And he just pisses himself laughing. He's loving life.
Hyan, go talk to that prick.
I've gone to bed, mate. I'm not even entertaining it. I've gone to bed.
And Zaya's pissed, and Pebblesaurus has like been dunked in a pint, so I'm just like, all right, I'm going to bed. Whatever.
Okay, yeah. So Zara and Pebblesaurus, you stay up late drinking. That will probably mean that you're going to have a sore head in the morning, I'll tell you now. But after you finish drinking, you join the rest downstairs, and you all head into below deck to go to sleep. And you arrive in the ship's quarters.
That's dark.
Render.
That is dark.
Render. There we go. Oh, so you've has that got fog of war on it?
Got some fog of war on it.
I have a lot of fog of war. Okay, now I can see.
Yep. So you should just have the bit at the bottom where you've all gone down.
Yep.
So we're going to say you all, because you all split a little bit, but you'll catch up with the rest of them downstairs. So you've just come down into the galley. There's a what's he called again? What's one of my guys called? Cornan is there, and he points you towards the first room on the left, and he says, "This is where you guys are all going to be staying."
Thank you. I've just had to haggle her bringing a beer up to me, and it's been fucking hard work. Thank you, sweetheart.
So he opens up the door to the room on the left, and this is your room.
Perfect.
Nice.
There is one place to sleep. I'm not gonna sleep.
Ignore the hammock. I didn't want to do loads of. There is room for all of you. There'll be a bit of a squeeze, but
I'm just gonna use Taunus as a mattress.
Yeah.
I'll just keep it in someone's shoe.
No, it'll be Taunus, me, Ollie.
It's like a stack of, like those stacks of pebbles.
Yeah.
Bodies.
So we are all in the room now, but we are all sleeping, right?
Yeah, you all going to sleep?
Yeah.
I mean, me and Pebblesaurus, we are arriving later, wobbling, and we just see that there is the door half open with the guys inside, and I'm like, I think this is our room.
Cool. So you all go in, and you fall asleep, and let's just take a quick break.
So we're going to try something a little different. So we're going to keep these episodes a little shorter now. So I think that's a really good time that we're at about the hour mark. We will end this episode there. We're going to carry on playing as well. So we'll have another episode, another hour-long episode as well that'll follow very shortly. But for people that are watching this, hopefully it makes it a little easier to digest it in smaller chunks. But as far as we're concerned, we'll end the episode for this one, and we'll start episode 5 very shortly, and it'll be up in the next few days. So thanks again for watching, and I'm sure from everybody else that's part of the group, thanks for watching, staying with us, and we'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode. Thank you very much.
Great. Cheers.